Hello. It's been a very different week, and I hope you're doing okay. We're trying a few things differently here. You can see my daughter is getting ready to take a violin lesson via Google Hangout behind me. Today we're going to be talking about conferencing. I'm going to focus more on Zoom than I am on Google Hangouts. And I'm going to show you an example really quick of how you can send a single link out to your entire Sunday school population and have them come to Sunday school, and you can assign them to different rooms. So I'm going to kick over really quickly to a video that I did with my children coming and joining me for Sunday school, and then I'm going to talk to you about how we set that up. I want to be clear, we're using the Zoom video conferencing software for this, and we're using Zoom Pro, which is $15 a month. I want to be clear about that, and I'll talk later about why. There we go. Okay, so here we are. Kids are starting to show up to my Sunday school Zoom meeting. Now, this next part I'm going to show you here where I organize them and put them into rooms. I could have set these rooms up beforehand. I'm just doing it on the fly right now so that you can see it. I'm going to set up a room for 10-year-olds, and I'm going to set up a room for 7-year-olds. Okay, so now I'm going to assign the 10-year-old in this case to the 10-year-old room and the 7-year-old to the 7-year-old room. Now you can put, of course, multiple people in each room. You can put the teacher and the students in there. It's important to note that you are limited to 100 people in any chat that you have in Zoom. So you can have 100 people show up. If you have more people than that, you'll have to get additional licenses. Now they are presented with a little link that says, that they're going to go join this breakout room. So the 10-year-old did, and then there goes the 7-year-old. All right, so now, let's say it's been a few minutes. I want to tell everybody there's 5 minutes left, so I can send them a message, and it will go to them in their rooms, go to everyone that's in the room. They'll all see on their screen that there's 5 more minutes. And then when you finish that, you can now go around to closing the rooms. Now, when you do that, it starts a countdown on their side that says essentially you have a minute and these rooms are going to close, or you can just go ahead and leave the room yourself, which is what they did here. So now they're all back together. That's how you can actually run all of your Sunday school classes from a single Zoom link. Okay, so why Zoom? Why pay the $15 a month when I've got Hangouts or Microsoft Teams or FaceTime or whatever it is? Well, everything's got its advantages. If those things are working for you and that's all you need, then great. I don't want you to have to change, especially to have to train your population to do something new. But what's really good is we've got people like the Reverend Alan Bentrop in Upper South Carolina who has written a great blog post that he has agreed to share with everybody. That you can send out to your congregation that tells them, here's how you get on a video conference on Zoom. Another thing is that it doesn't matter what kind of device they have. It doesn't matter if they have a Mac, Windows device, if they have a phone, iPad, whatever. Zoom has applications for everything, and it works well in all those different environments. Another thing that you can do with Zoom is you can live broadcast to either YouTube or Facebook Live. Sarah Stonecipher Boylan recorded a fantastic video that explains to you in 2 minutes or less how you can connect it. I'm linking that also in this description. And then finally, if you're doing those live broadcasts, you could have a situation where, let's say, your rector is at her home with her laptop, and your music director is at his home with his laptop and his piano. And you can have the two of them do a service together and broadcast it out on YouTube or Facebook Live. So it's got a lot of great possibilities. Here's how you're going to do what you need to do. You're going to have to go into your account in Zoom. You want to go to Settings. And then it's easiest if you just search for these items. But let's walk through it. So the first thing I'm searching for here are the breakout rooms. Now that's how I was able to put the kids in the different classrooms. When I say you can send out a single link, that means you can send an invitation to one meeting and then put people in several different rooms. I'm also checking here that participants can go ahead and be organized into rooms when you send the invitations out. It's like when you create it, you can already say these are the kids that are going into this classroom or whatever. All right. So now the next item that we're looking for here is polling. It's kind of interesting. It's something where you can actually write a question and then get feedback from people in the poll. And that's kind of nice. And then finally, streaming. So this idea that you can stream to Facebook or to YouTube, you turn that on. Now, what's going to happen is when you go and create an event and you select that you want to stream it, it's going to send you to the appropriate service, either Facebook or YouTube, and have you authorize Zoom there. All right. So I hope that's helpful. I know this is a little unusual in that we haven't actually talked about membership vision in this video, but that's okay because we're going to do that tomorrow. We're going to be talking about live streaming, embedding your live streams, even embedding the chat features from different websites that you can use. And we're going to cover a little bit about the different options that are out there, both paid and free, and what you can do. Anyway, I hope that this upcoming weekend goes as smoothly as possible for you. And if you are working from home, I hope you have someone like Nala back here who can help you relax and remind you to take a walk every once in a while. We'll see you again tomorrow.